It's not just about dairy and beef. There's sheep and goats and all of those other cash cropping, vegetable farming. There's lots and lots of opportunities. This is a pocket of agriculture that's 235,000 acres, and it's the Little Clay Belt, so we've got this beautiful fertile soil on the end of the lake in this nice valley where you've got an opportunity to expand and grow just about anything you want to.
We farm between 11 and 12,000 acres of crop farming each year. We grow a lot of grain. It's a family-run farm. My two sons work here. My wife's in the office. My daughter-in-laws are in the office. I grew up on a farm in Southern Ontario. This property that we're on was the first property we bought, and that was in 1982. Things carried on, and here we are now.
I've been on many boards, worked in agriculture, worked for Ontario Federation of Agriculture. It's been part and parcel of our life.
When I first come up here, people told me, well, that won't work up here. I said, why? It works everywhere else in Ontario. Why won't it work here? With the labor situation the way it is now, we have good employees, good workers.
There is a niche market for beef here, but not to the point where you're able to grow large feedlots and things like that. They have to be shipped out.
And you have to get up and go. You have to be not afraid to make a mistake. Besides the farming, we have a grain elevator. We also have a trucking company, do a lot of our own trucking.
And also the weather. So crops that you can grow here, you know, the length of the season, that type of thing.
I'm working with the Ontario Northland Railway to get more and more grain by rail. So it's a great green footprint.
Yeah, there's some challenges, but the opportunities outweigh those.
When the University of Guelph and the provincial government was actually going to close down the research station at Wilisker, and of course we didn't want to see that happen as agriculture was expanding in this area.
That's when Nofio was born. It was hatched up in Norm's boardroom, up in Earlton, with 8 or 9 of us around the table saying, we can't let this happen, we have to do something.
And we met with the government at the time, the Liberal Ag Minister. We pleaded our case to keep the research station open.
We stood up for it, we fought to keep it, and that's how come we have it. Otherwise it would be gone too. There's land available, and there's land available to be cleared and to be tiled. There's also the opportunity for different commodities to succeed here.
The nutritional punch of this berry is quite spectacular. I think they're so purple, people will bite into it and say they're thinking blueberry in their head, but really it's a complete different taste, so it surprises them. And then they go, oh, I really like that.
Nutraceuticals are high in the Haskap. They actually range higher than any of the other blue fruits that are available.
With yogurt and some dry cereal, but also lots of baking. Swap them with blueberries or raspberries or cranberries. Take your favorite barbecue sauce and add a couple of cups of Haskaps and it'll give it a whole other flavor.
You know, when you have a crop for a northern area, they can't go too far south. It's kind of exciting, you know, that people could be growing it up here.
Population is changing in the sense of we're seeing a more diverse cultural mix here. So there's a demand for different commodities. The Plowing Match was something that we decided to do as an industry.
It brought a lot of people up to this area of Northern Ontario.
We had 82,727 people come through the gates. We were able to showcase Timiskaming to the province, to the world.
And I think as a result of that, there's quite a few people that have moved up to the area.
And we have never looked back since then.
We get to know people when they come up and make sure they're welcome in the area, make sure they know what's around and what's available.
Timiskaming's the breadbasket for Northern Ontario, always has been.
It's a great area to see more potential from here and further north. There's still land to be cleared that's farmable. It's a great opportunity.
We have the network and we have the dealers and we have all of the industry needs here.
If a person is prepared to be creative and innovative and entrepreneurial, the potential is off the charts.
It takes time, but it's doable.
This is our home, and this is our son's home and our grandchildren's home. Do any of us regret being up here? The answer is absolutely not.